We are now live and on the air. Let's see who's going to show up this evening for today's topic of sounding polite when speaking in English. Give everyone a few minutes. Maybe I'm a little early. Well, it's right on 9 o'clock, so. Hello?
Hello, Melanie.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Oh, not too bad. Okay, and let's see. Mary Lynn, hello. Okay, Mary's microphone is off. And Jordan, everyone's microphones are turned off.
It will be only my lesson. Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about sounding polite. Okay. First, I wanted to ask you, when you talk to someone, maybe someone you don't know, how do you usually address that person?
How do I usually dress?
Address the person. Um, okay. For example, we might say sir, ma'am, miss in English.
Mm-hmm.
How do you usually?
I usually, hard to say, maybe um, if we talk about somebody else, like I talk with you, but about third person, yes? In this way.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say you don't know me. For example, I'm just walking down the street. You need to get my attention. What would you say?
Mm, mm, like maybe if I ask something, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I never use some kind of mm, how to say
Form
mm,
of address?
yeah, like addressing maybe
Maybe. Ma'am?
yeah, but it's hard to imagine how I say it.
In
Maybe.
Russian, I think it's woman or young woman or girl or
Uh-huh.
man.
Hello.
Hello? Um, your name is Journey?
Yeah,
Hi, how are you?
thank you.
Good. We're talking about sounding polite. Do you have a form of getting someone's attention? How do you do so politely?
Just I said, excuse me.
Okay, so you use excuse me. Okay. And hello, Valera.
Hi.
So, Valera, when you're trying to get someone's attention on the street, what do you say to them?
Uh, I say sorry, maybe. Is that right?
Well, no, I'm just asking, what do you usually say? I know that sometimes people say man, yes, or woman.
No,
Some
no, I don't say
you,
that.
you don't say this. Okay. Okay, but we were talking a little bit earlier before you got here. Mary,
Mhm.
you usually say this. Yes, man or woman or young lady.
Yes, if I see man or woman.
Okay. And Jordan, what about you? Would you say miss or ma'am or sir?
If she's a woman, I said Miss, and if he's a man, I said Mister.
Okay, and please, can you tell me where are you from?
Excuse me? I don't hear you.
Okay, where are you from?
Ah, I'm from Tunisia.
Okay, from Tunisia. All right. All right, because some different cultures, so I'm just curious as to what people say. Okay, have you ever heard lady? You know this word, lady.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm going to give you some good advice. Never call a woman lady.
Yeah, yeah, I know that. It's like, hey, lady. It's something not polite, not very polite, not much polite.
Yeah, it's very rude, offensive, because when you say lady, it's more like, lady, move your car, get out of my way. Okay?
It's like watching a film.
Yeah, when you watch a film, you'll hear it. But it's very offensive to women to call them lady. I know it sounds maybe elegant because you think, oh, when you say she's such a lady, yes, but you cannot just address a woman as lady. It doesn't go over very well. Okay, it has a lot of negativity to it. Okay, let me ask you, Michael, what do you do if someone invites you somewhere that you really don't want to go to? How do you say no?
Mm, maybe something like I'm very busy at that moment, and it's hard for me to spend time for meeting with you. Maybe we can do it later in next month.
Okay, Marilyn. it's, it's not really polite, but okay, Mary. Someone invites you somewhere you really don't want to go.
I think I should explain why I don't want to go in somewhere.
So you would just say no, thank you.
And if I don't want, I explain that I don't want, or if I have some problem, or if I'm busy, I explain that I'm busy, or something like that.
Okay. What about you, Jordan? How do you say no?
um, I explain. First of all, I explain why no, and I said, excuse me for the next time or for the next meeting.
Okay.
That's
All right.
true.
No, not your answers cannot be wrong. I'm just asking what you say.
Okay,
Your
okay.
answers can't be wrong. It's just I'm interested to know. Okay, Valera, what about you? How do you say no? I don't want to go.
Well, if I want to be really polite, I can say, oh, I wish I could, but I can't because I have plans or something like that. So it starts with I wish I could, but
Okay, okay. I'm gonna teach you guys how to really soften it. You can go, oh, Saturday, that sounds so good, but I'm really not sure I can come, but I'll try. This is a polite way of telling somebody you're not gonna really go. Okay, you're gonna make the effort, but you really have no intention of going. Okay, it's what we call hedging. It's more like you put something like you want to go, it sounds nice, but I'm not sure I can make it.
mm,
Okay? So try that one, Michael. Don't say you're busy, or you can say, "Oh, yeah, Monday, maybe."
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be free. Yeah. And Mary, you can do the same thing. You don't have to say no, I don't want. You can just say, "Oh, sounds interesting, but I might be busy, or I probably will be busy."
Yes.
Okay, do you guys know what a euphemism is?
No, no.
I'm going to write it for you first. Euphemism. A euphemism is when you use one word to replace another word to make it sound more polite. For example, if someone is fat, how do you describe a person who's fat? What do you say?
Overweight.
Michael? Okay, overweight is one way.
You can say big, maybe, right?
It's not quite so polite, big.
Maybe a person who have a big soul.
Have a big
That's
that's very
much
creative.
polite.
Very creative. Okay. What do you think? I'm sorry. Junie, right? Can you tell me your name again? Because I forget how to pronounce it correctly.
Mohammed Jouini.
Oh, so Mohammed is your first name.
Yes, it's my first name. Mohammed.
Okay. So Mohammed, how do you describe someone who's fat? Politely. Or are there no fat women in Tunisia?
Let me the last one.
Okay. All right, Mary. Someone. Okay, a fat soul. You said. Okay, Michael or a big soul. Yeah. Any ways of saying fat politely? Okay, maybe Michael is busy. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't hear it. What we need to say?
No, the word fat. How do you describe someone who's fat?
Fat?
Politely.
Politely.
Like for him, yes? Or
it can be man or woman.
I mean personally, not in the dialogue with other person, yeah?
Well, usually.
Because it's different.
Okay, Michael. How do you describe a fat person to someone else you're talking to? Let's say it's in a dialogue.
It's easy. I just can say like this person is very fat or need to lose weight or something like that. And
wow, Michael, we need to teach you some manners.
No. I mean, if it's not personally, because if I talk with this person like tete-a-tete, it's maybe you can find another word like.
I found something.
Like
what did you?
I found fluffy. Is that
Fluff?
right? Fluffy.
Fluffy.
What
Okay.
does it mean?
You can say a little heavy. You can say pleasantly plump. Pleasantly plump. This was one of my favorites. It just sounds
well built, maybe. No?
Well built.
Yeah, right. Well
we're
built.
talking about how to say fat.
Excuse me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
I
Okay.
can I can I can said I can propose to him to do or to practice sport. Uh,
Oh, okay.
just
But
enough to practice sport.
but how about if you're describing somebody to someone else? Okay. What does this person look like?
Oh.
They're well built, yes.
Well
They are
built. I think
personally
well built is just for men. I think well built is just for men. It's,
Okay, well, what would you say for a woman? Yeah,
wow.
that's the one you usually get in the most trouble with.
It's better to, Madeline, it's better to don't say such kind of things to women, yeah?
Yes.
Because it's like last dialogue.
I found I found something interesting. Let's go for lunch. How about the salad? That's solid.
Okay, you guys are coming up with some good ones today. All right. Okay, you can say maybe a little heavy, okay? A little heavy,
Right.
slightly plump. Is usually not. Oh, another one, big boned. Big bone
Well,
is also one that's, you wouldn't want to say she's built like a Mack truck. This is an expression my father used to use. A Mack truck is a very big, like 18-wheeler semi truck. Okay? He could say she was built like a Mack truck, and it's not very polite. Okay, what about if someone's old?
mature maybe, mature,
Okay,
grown.
yeah, mature, grown. Okay. Mohammed, what about for someone who's old?
Can you please repeat the question?
Okay, what's a polite way of saying old?
Partner.
Again?
Partner.
Okay, maybe you can type it because I can't hear you very well. Okay, can you type, please? Mary, when someone's old, what do you call them?
Maybe wise.
Wise. Okay. Also very good. Okay, Michael?
It's hard to say. Maybe it's the same way like Mary say.
The same way. No, I know that at least in some cultures, like here where I am, people will just call them grandma or grandpa who are sitting on the street who are older people. Yes? And no one thinks anything of it. Okay, you can consider someone elderly also to say old. Or paternal is what Mohammed was mentioning, paternal. Okay. But, okay, Mary, let me give you a situation. One of your friends wants to introduce you to an older man, but let's say he's 60. How would you say no to this? Because he's too old.
I think for me, in this case, it's really old.
Okay, no, I'm just giving you an example, Mary, because I don't know how old you are, so I just have to make up a really weird number. But how would you say, no, he's too old for me?
I say I think it's too much for me.
Okay. Okay. Would you maybe say, oh, he has too much life experience?
Maybe.
Too mature? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. How do you say get out of the way if you need to get by, how do you get someone to move? Michael, how do you get someone to move out of your way?
Other way?
Yeah, you need to get by, and the person is standing there, and you need to, get past them.
Maybe I'm sorry or something like that. If I
And
go on the street and somebody stay on that, yes, and
uh-huh.
I need to just like can you move? I'm sorry, or can I don't know how to say in English, but maybe Valerie knows better because
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Blair, what do you say?
Well, I would say, excuse me, can I get through? Can I say that? Can I get through?
Yeah, sometimes just saying excuse me means move. It can actually equal the same thing as move. Okay, Mohammed, what about you? What do you usually say to get people to move? Okay, maybe he can't hear me.
Mhm.
All right, Mary, how do you get people to move out of your way?
Can I say, I'm sorry, can I go through? Or let me go through?
Okay, okay.
Go through.
Or get by.
Or go by, or get by, or I ask, let me, usually.
Let me get by.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. When you have a very tough situation and you need to confront somebody, no, maybe someone cut you in line. What do you usually say to people like this?
Excuse me again.
Okay, but no, let me ask you, how do you say excuse me?
Like with that on, excuse me?
Okay, your body language probably changes, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Mary, what do you do? Someone cuts you in line.
I don't understand.
Okay,
I know. Maybe you can say, "Do you mind?" Maybe like something like that. Do you mind? No?
and if they say no. Oh, okay. Mary, if you are waiting in line, let's say at the bank, and someone tries to cut in front of you.
It's okay, I'm wait.
Really?
You're a very polite person.
Very polite person.
But I really don't like this situation when somebody scream at me. So more better than I don't know how to say. Let this person to go.
Okay. Okay. Michael, if someone cuts in front of you,
Uh, someone would.
you're in line, like I said, for example, at the bank, right? And
Mhm.
maybe there's a lot of people, and someone tries to go in front of you after you've been waiting. What do you say?
Mm, okay. Maybe something like that is not your uh, what?
Line.
Not, but line. It's can we say line in this? It's not your line,
It's not your turn.
not your turn. Yeah.
Okay, you would actually say this. Okay. Mohammed, what about you?
Can you repeat, please repeat the question?
Yes, okay. Let's say that you're in line for something, yes, or in a queue, okay, and someone tries to take your turn. What do you say to them?
To make me turn, can you explain, please? I don't understand.
No problem. Okay, so you're waiting in a line or a queue, yes, maybe at the bank or something, yes,
Uh-huh.
and someone who hasn't been for a long time comes and tries to take your place or go in front of you.
Ah. I said, hey, be careful.
Yeah, wait, I didn't catch it. You say, "Hey, what?"
I
Okay,
don't
I
know.
don't know. Maybe you're more. Okay, well, there you say, "Excuse me. Do you mind?" What else? Anything else?
No, nothing comes to my mind.
Nothing comes
Just,
to your mind.
yeah, right. Just that. Just this that examples.
Okay.
I,
Okay.
I I know another word. I don't know if it fits, but it's for a different situation. It may be well. Can you scooch? Do you know that scooch? It means can you move on a couch, right? Something like that.
Yes. Can you scoot over? Mm-hmm. Can
I
you
don't
scoot
know. I
a little
don't
bit?
know.
Okay, but this is not.
I got it. This is not that kind of situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, also in your culture, do you have any types of euphemisms, maybe if someone dies? I don't know about your culture, so I have to just ask you. Do you have any type of euphemisms for it?
You mean to say something, something to a person who related to the person who died, right?
Well, that someone died, not um. It's interesting. This is like mentioned under polite speech, but it's usually not very polite. Okay, I just asking, do you have any type of euphemism to say that someone died?
I don't know. It has uh, some phrases like I know some phrases actually in skydiving world. You know, if somebody dies in an accident, skydiving accident, the uh, people say or write blue skies, something like that.
Okay, so that's maybe a way. Um, Mary, is there any like polite way of saying that someone died?
Usually people say, but I don't know how to correct translate this. Land him down. Land. They wish this person that land will be like down, very soft.
Okay, so land softly maybe.
Yeah, right.
Down.
Okay, land softly is kind of how it sounds.
No, not softly. Down. Something what throws in the ground. Now you can see it in the window. You understand?
I just looked at my window. If that's sure I do.
You know that we have the trees which makes this like
Down. Yes.
Down.
Um, I don't know how to explain.
Okay.
Like a
Can
seed.
you say it in Russian?
Yeah, like a seed.
A poplar, yes, you
Oh,
know.
a poplar tree. Uh-huh.
And these trees make down, yes. Now we can see it in
Uh-huh.
the street. So when somebody die,
Uh-huh.
all time people wish this person long land like down.
Okay. Maybe we have something similar called pushing up daisies.
No, only this usually it's usually expression in our country.
Okay. I don't know this one.
I never heard of that. Am I in your
Really?
am I in your country?
No, I think you guys are in different ones, actually.
Yeah, no, I think it's very similar. I know maybe I didn't understand this one.
Okay.
If I yeah.
Well, we have one called pushing up daisies because when a person dies, yeah, they plant flowers usually by their graves, and they have daisies. Some of them don't make sense at all, but usually, to be very polite, we say that someone passed away, no matter what the circumstances.
You're
It's
right.
the nicest. It's the it's the most polite way to say so.
Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
We cannot said may God mercy. Do you hear me?
Something about God's mercy, but I didn't get all of it.
God's mercy on his soul, only on her or on her soul, something like that.
Yeah. May God mercy mercy on.
On her soul.
May God have mercy on your soul. Okay, this type of phrase is not usually a polite phrase, actually. You usually say that to someone that you dislike. Because when you're like, may God have mercy on your soul because I dislike you so much, I want to kill you. So may He have mercy because I don't have it. Okay, that's how that translates. Just so you know, you don't. It's not actually a polite thing. It's actually you're wishing that they have mercy because you're not going to be merciful. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but you might have also heard some type of phrases like "kick the bucket," "bought the farm."
Kick the bucket. You're right. I've heard
The
that.
bucket, yeah. I don't know why, but that's what they say. And I guess maybe in some ways it is considered polite because it's not directly saying the word. So anyway, okay. So Mary, I learned something new about the poplar tree. I didn't know this one before.
It's very common.
Okay. I'm going to tell you about an interesting one I heard recently because this was even new for me. You know when you buy a car that's been owned by somebody else, you usually call it a used car. Yeah? Do you know a used car? Do you know of an even more polite way of saying used car? I found this very interesting. What do you call a used car?
Second owner, maybe. I'm a second owner or something like that.
Okay, second owner. Mohammed, what about you? Oh, sorry. Mohammed, what do you call a used car? Okay, maybe there's a delay even in the internet or something. Mary, used car.
Maybe not new.
Not new? Okay. Michael, a used car.
I have no idea. Old car.
An old car. Maybe a more mature car. Michael, not old.
But you know, yeah, I say like in Russian. Depends.
An old car. Okay. Here's an expression I heard. Previously enjoyed car. It's even more polite. Previously enjoyed. I was laughing hysterically. I thought, are you serious? Previously enjoyed. Is a way to say used car. Not new is nice too, but maybe yes, previously enjoyed. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I have a problem for internet access, so I will leave the course, and thank you. In the next time.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Well, he was very polite in his departure.
Yeah.
Yes. So, because some people wouldn't say anything, they would just leave and not say, "Oh, I have to leave," just go, just go. Okay. How do you ask questions politely? When you want to know something, how do you usually ask people about things?
Could you help me with this question?
Can you help me? Are you asking me to help you, or is that your example?
No. It's like an example.
Okay. Mary, how do you ask? Maybe for help for something, or
Mm, I use modal verbs.
okay.
I say, let me do something. Let me open the window, something like that.
Okay. All right. Valeria, what about you? How do you make like a polite request
I
for
think
something?
I would say, could you do something? Could you help me, or could do something? Could you do something?
Okay. Yeah, so modal verbs are helpful in this case. Yes? Okay, let me ask you, in your culture, are there maybe some things that are not polite to ask about?
Well, about women's age.
Okay. I think that's in all cultures. Well, maybe not all of them. Mary, is there something that's not polite maybe to ask about?
I think now maybe about politic view. It's not politely, but it's only now.
Okay. Michael, something that's maybe not polite to ask about.
About maybe age, religious questions, and political. It's not about polite or not polite. It's if you ask, you can make a problem for yourself.
Okay. Okay, so that's more like a taboo subject. What you call taboo.
Taboo.
Taboo, yes. It's a subject that can get you in trouble. You can talk about it, but if you ask, you'll get yourself in trouble.
It's hard to say. It depends on situation. I think maybe now we haven't clear understanding what is a taboo, because you know, every person can talk about different things.
Okay, all right. Now, Blair, I have a question for you. If you did want to find out someone's age, how would you ask them? or would you just not do it?
Well, I maybe make a compliment, some, and make it that, I don't know, somehow I'll try to find, or I just ask person who knows that person I wanna know.
Okay, I know one young man. When he was younger, he was probably, I don't know, maybe even 14 or 15 at the time. He used to tell older women they didn't look a day over 35. He was a very smooth character because he would say, "Oh, you don't look a day over 35," and every woman he said
Yeah, I know
that to was over 50. So
yeah, I know that phrase. Yeah, don't look at the 35.
a day over 35. Okay, Mary, do you ever talk about politics or the political situation with anyone?
I try avoid this topic, but it depends on how close I with this person.
Okay. So what would you say are polite topics to discuss with a stranger? Michael, what's a polite topic or appropriate topic for with a stranger?
About weather.
About weather, right?
Okay, about the weather. It's a polite topic. What else?
Polite topic. Different kind of topic, but you know, I think it's the same situation. It depends on the situation when it's happened. When you try to talk, and I don't know. I think in general it's weather, but you can like imagine or try to imagine something in the moment and when you can see the situation.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you, because I come across sometimes very nosy people. Mary, do you know a nice way to say it's none of your business?
I don't know. It's, if it's maybe in the street, if it's stranger. You told me about I don't speak Russian.
Well, yeah, sometimes I do that, but then some people know that I actually do, so I can't always pull that one off. But do you know of a polite way to say this?
If it depends on situation, really. In this case, if it's bus, it's really hard. Explain that you don't want to speak with somebody. But if it's street, you can say only because I'm late or I need in some place, really, and so I think.
If it's answer, yes. If you need to make an answer, you can try to change the question and give an answer to another question without any detail.
Well, that's an awesome skill. I don't know how to do that. I know some people who can do talk like that. You know, you ask a question and he or she.
It's often used political person and diplomatic person. When somebody asks, I don't know, about war and they talk about the situation on the, you know.
It's one psychology technique. I watched once lecture about it. When one, I don't know, patients, patient, how to say?
Patient?
Patient, yes, go to the doctor and doctor nothing, don't give advice, only ask, only not ask, repeat question. So patients say, "I have a problem," and doctor repeat, "You have a problem," and that's all. Doctor only repeat. It's a really useful technique for in psychology, because in Finnish, a person can see for yourself inside, in outside, and understand he or she problems better.
Okay, that's a good idea. There you go, Valera. When someone says, "How much money do you make?" How much money do I make? That's an interesting question. Just repeat their questions.
Yeah.
That's a good way. And you know, it's not really impolite to just do that because you're just, going back to yourself. No, that makes sense. Why not? Ask a question back.
For me, I don't think actually that example about the money is not polite. I think it's a typical question. I would answer honestly, but for most people, it's unpolite.
Okay. Well,
Just
just one little tip, Valera. If you make it when you make it to California, it's not a very polite question usually.
Right, okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. I mean, amongst your closest friends, maybe your family, but it's not a question that people go around asking about. And even with family, sometimes it's kind of taboo. I don't ask my brothers, "How much money do you make?" It's not something we talk about.
No, I got it. I never ask myself that kind of question, but I answer it without, tricking or something like that.
Okay. Well, again, another thing, when you make it to California, if someone asks you, you don't have to answer them
I got it. Mhm.
in return. So, but do you? Okay, we talked about mind your own business. Do you have a way of saying that by any chance to somebody?
I
To
don't get
mind
it.
to mind your own business when you don't want to answer. Oh, you talked about asking another question in return. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, I forgot. Sometimes we even have you ever heard the expression "mind your P's and Q's"? It's an idiom expression to do with politeness.
Could you repeat? Because
I wrote it. Mind your P's and Q's.
what is it, person?
Your P's and Q's, it's a way of telling someone they need to be more polite. You need to behave yourself. It's an idiom to do with politeness.
Mind your P's and Q's. P's and Q's, it's like the letters, right?
It's just letters. Yeah. It's no words.
What does it stand for, right?
What does it stand for?
Yeah.
There's no explanation as to what P and Q are. It's just an expression. So mind your P's and Q's. It's just a reminder to behave yourself, or to be polite. Yes. Okay. I'm trying to think of another difficult situation. Have you ever been in an accident ever? And if you haven't, that's good. With someone else. Michael, have you ever had an accident with someone else?
No, I don't remember. Maybe I don't have it.
Okay. Mary, what about you?
No, you speak about car accident.
Or just with someone else?
I don't know. Maybe. I think if I have it, I'm sorry. No, I say I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
It's not really something bad, something big.
Okay. Valeria, what about you? Have you ever like had an
Uh,
accident with
well,
somebody?
we can, I don't know, I can think of anything. Well, for example, if I accidentally maybe uh, did something for to another person, I can say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, right? Or
Hmm.
I didn't mean this, or I'm such an idiot.
Okay. Okay. What about when you're at work? When you're at work, how do you speak maybe with your boss or your coworkers? Actually,
Uh,
maybe to you guys this is a hard question because if I recall correctly, Mary, you don't work, right?
No, I don't work now.
Okay, and Valeria, you're between jobs.
Well, I can say I'm a freelancer, maybe I can say that.
Okay, that's a polite way of
But,
saying I'm
uh,
not working.
yeah, yeah. Well, I worked. Uh, I don't know. We have that thing, you know. Then we call uh, mature person or person that uh, we have this. You know, in English you have just you, and in Russian we have I don't know how.
The formal you.
Yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
We can use that to to not to give respect or
Show respect.
to show respect, right? To show some respect. Uh, Maybe we can do that.
Okay.
But in English, this word also exists, but it's very old word, and this word not used. And you can meet this word only in Bible.
For you,
Yes, but it's not you. I'm not.
thou.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that's very old. Yes.
And nobody uses this word. It's
Not
like
anymore.
our you, but plural. And English is same word.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But they also have one like thee, and I think it's kind of the same idea,
The
Mary.
right. It's like
Thee.
Shakespeare. The
Yes.
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 Or
Yes.
about God, when somebody speak with God, the people use this word.
Again, maybe thou. I know this word for sure. When you said it, I remember. But that's like I said, it's very old now. Even if you were to look in a more modernized translation, I know that you would see you now in place of thou. Because it's not really considered disrespect, at least not in the English language. It's not disrespectful to say you unless you say, hey, you. Hey in front of you is impolite. Okay, Michael, what about you? How do you how do you use polite speech at work or with your coworkers or boss or you know?
mm, yeah, you mean when I talk with to ask something, I usually use name.
Okay. Just the first name or the first name and patronic name?
No, only the first name.
Only the first name. Okay. Okay.
very polite thing would be use the first name uh, and you plural you
How
or
to say it? Uh,
You, to use the person's
first
name.
name, first
Uh-huh.
name, yeah, right, and
Not a
uh,
second.
The patronic name.
no, it's actually not very polite in this time. I think it means that you know that that person is too much older than you.
It's the situation when you hire this person or fire. Yeah.
Okay.
Only
So,
in this moment.
okay, like no, no, I was having a discussion with one of my students recently because he said, "What will you do? Because you don't have a patronic name when you take your child to school. What will they call you? They're not going to just call you by your first name. So you know the name for Mrs. in Russian, right?
No, I don't know that.
You know, like Gaspajar or something
Well,
like this."
we don't use this one, I think.
Okay, maybe you don't use it. No, he was just kidding because he said, "Oh, they will have to call you Gosfajar Madeline." I don't know. I said I never thought about it because I don't use a patronic name. I don't have one that.
It's like from Shakespeare's time again.
Okay, well, one of my friends, my father is Robert, so she calls me Robertovna when she sees me. It's a joke. Yeah, she calls me Robertovna. So, and for her, I don't care. It's just we just joke between each other for politeness. But okay, so Michael, you use your coworkers' first names.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Okay, Mary, when you're in a situation like this, how do you show politeness? Do you use name?
I use name and patronic name, but use only patronic name. It's not politely. If it's only if it's a grandmother on the street, it's okay. But in general, it's maybe it's like very old person. Only patronic name.
Okay, only okay.
Related
Without name.
Just a patronic name.
Yeah, right.
Not politely.
Okay.
Usually.
I will remember this because I don't always know, and I don't call anyone just by their patronic name. Like I said, one of my friends, she calls me by my made-up one, but okay.
It's only grandma and grandma speak with which together, and they always say only patronic name. And when they told about their friend, they use this name without first name.
Okay, some grandmothers don't tell me their patronic names, and then I don't know what to do. They won't tell me. One woman refused to tell me her patronic name.
Again, you can call her by first name, and you can use you as as plural.
Formal
Yeah, right.
you.
I think it's the best way to being polite.
I just say hello without
Right.
using a name, and then I don't have to worry about it. But okay, all right. What other situations do you think you have to, use polite speech? What?
When you forgot somebody's name, it's the worst situation. I have no memory for that, and you see the person. Yeah, hi, I'm Valera. Hey, I don't know, I'm Alex, and boom, 2 minutes later, I don't know how what's his name, and I try something to to find his name.
The best way to do that, be like, what do your friends call you?
Right. Yeah.
That's the best way. What do you have a nickname?
Well, if
okay, that's a good situation. What's your name again? Okay, Mary. How maybe can you ask someone, that's a good situation, about their name?
I don't know. I really very seldom remember somebody's name. and it's okay. I only speak like plural you. That's all.
I know,
Okay.
I know how you can do this. You can when you know when a person gives you his or her number, uh, you write it down and you say, "Yeah, right. How's that again?" And you know, the person say it to you again.
How do you spell that? How do you spell
Yeah.
your name again?
No, no, not like that.
Oh.
He thinks you stupid that way.
Maybe give me your surname and
Yeah, right. I need to I need to write down a surname and no one tells his surname without a first name. It's psychological thing, you know. I think it's in Russian language. He again repeats first name and then he says he will say the last name.
Uh-huh. Kind of like James Bond does.
Well, you have to learn something. If you don't have a memory, you have to learn something, some tricks like that.
Okay, that's good. Michael, what do you name? You ask for their surname?
I'm sorry, I have a bad connection. Could you repeat?
Okay, you just mentioned about asking someone's surname. Is that how you get their first name again?
No, I just can say, okay, give me your full, how do they,
Name?
full name maybe. Yeah, it means name and surname and like for contacts. Or you can give the phone and please type it for me. And this
Okay.
person type it.
Good one, good one.
That's what I do sometimes here. When I couldn't understand something, can you type that, please?
It's about that.
Yeah, like, can you type that? Please type that. Okay. Alrighty, well, you guys all are doing well with sounding polite, which
Thank
is
you.
good. So, thank you for the very interesting discussion. I hope it was useful, and I
Thank you
look
very much.
forward to
It
seeing.
was a
You're
pleasure.
welcome. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Um, I think one of my next topics is about drugs or something. No, but it should be interesting. You don't have to worry.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you guys have a good night. See
Yeah,
you next
nice
time.
one. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.